How would you like to take a regular photo you have and instantly create an artwork? It can be a candid snapshot, a pet, an old black and white, anything really. You may have seen places online that you can send a photo to and pay to have them change it for you, but today I'm going to demonstrate a free online tool that you can use yourself and create some instant artwork. Hi, I'm Donna and this is my channel Dylan Creates. So let's go over to the website Lunapic. The link will be available in the description below, so you don't have to write that down right now. Things up here in the file menu, and we're going to upload a file, and you can either use the upload over here, or when you get to the main page where you start out, they give you a button right here so we can upload. And we're going to start with this older photo that I actually got off Pixabay, but it looks like it could be a photo that I have had in my stash that I might have scanned in from an old grandparent's photo or other family members. And I'm going to go ahead and go to the artworks. I've already done a lot of these to test it out, and I'm going to choose the one I think turned out the best. I would suggest when you start out, just go straight to famous artworks. That way you can get all these thumbnails of the different styles that you can select from. And I'm going to choose the Delani. I'm not sure if that's pronounced correctly or not, but it gives me this nice kind of like abstract impressionist type of old painting. And I think that turns out really nice that you could print out and put on your wall that makes an old photo look more like an art piece. One of the things that you can do when you do one of these effects, you can choose it to keep your colors. For this photo, I don't think it works as well because it's in black. It's more of a sepia type. So you get the same sort of style with these like broad little brush strokes, like the impressionistic style, but it doesn't have the same effect as it does with the colors that come with this setting. So I think I really like that. Another thing that you can do is you can change the percent of the changes. So if you want it more subdued, that's actually also very nice. So if you just want to kind of colorize your photo just a bit without being all the way. So if we take it down to 0, here's what it looks like before. We'll take it halfway up and you've got that. And then all the way is this. And then you can download it. So we're going to go ahead and undo this effect. We're going to clear the history. We're going to go to another photo. We're going to close this image and we want to upload a new image. This time I'm going to take one that is a lion. Again, this came from Pixabay. And I was thinking about like, well, maybe you're at the zoo and you've taken a snapshot of the lion at the zoo. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to that famous artworks. And the first one we're going to do is the abstract. As soon as I find it, it's in an odd spot. I really do wish these were alphabetical. You can see there's all kinds of ones here that you can use that turn out pretty cool. And you play around with it because sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. So here we are with the abstract. And just to give you an idea of what the original colors, if you kept your colors from your photo, it would look like. And it's okay, but I think I like the original better. We'll go back to that one. Just makes a really nice abstract painting. Again, you can see what to do if you want to tone down that. That actually also looks very nice. That'd be a very nice picture to put on the wall. Go back up to the 100%. Okay, so I'm also going to try, and as you see, they actually give you, once you do one, it gives you all the artworks up here so you can kind of go back and forth, see what you like. Let's go ahead and try Picasso. And I really like Picasso. And if we do it to 50%, it just looks kind of cool at the 100%. Again, you can try to keep your colors. And I still like the colors that it suggests with this style. And we're going to do the sketch too. So here it is, the sketch too, if you wanted to do like if you like black and white just drawings, this is a great thing to choose. You can also do the keep your colors again, and this will give you a nice like colored sketch. This is pretty nice, depending on if you want colors or not. In fact, I like this, but I'm not so sure about the top, and when I download it, if I want to put this into some sort of piece of artwork, say a frame, and put it on the wall, I might crop this down a little bit and take some of this up at the top. And then if I do 50%, I kind of think I like this 59% here. The 50%, I kind of like it gives it the drawing around but keeps some of the photo. So you've got a stylized photo that you can now use. We're going to go back and we're going to undo this. We're going to clear the history and close the image. We're just playing around. So let's upload a new image. Let's do a dog. Let's do, say you have a pet, you have a dog, or a friend has a dog, and you want to surprise them with a artwork of their dog. So on the dog, we're just going to try one thing, just because I think it turned out pretty good. I'm going to go back to the art, famous artworks. I'm going to do the mosaic. This one still has, I kept the colors from last time. That is one thing if you're doing a bunch of photos and you have checked off keep your colors, it will keep that marked. And same thing with the max size. If you choose max size and you come back with another photo, these two will stay in place. So now you've got this drawing of the dog with the colors. You can also uncheck that keep colors and see what the mosaic has. So we got more of a monochrome type of sketch here. So it depends on what you want. Again, we could take that down and do a 53%. I kind of like that. It looks nice. But then again, it doesn't have the coloring of the dog, so you may want to put back in the keep colors. Take it back down to that 50% type mark. And now you've got a really nice artistic photo that you can give someone. So how about if we do a nature photo? Let's undo this. Clear the history. Close this image. Now let's upload a new image. And I've got a sunset at the beach here. It's a nice photo by itself. What if we go back to the art? And this time we're going to choose the landscape, just because I think that's nice. Here it is in the middle of the page. Again, we've got the keep your colors. So now we have this nice little painting of the beach. If we undo the keep colors, let's see what its setting is. The setting is pretty nice. And look, there's actually textured brush strokes in this, so it looks like it was actually painted. It gives that illusion of being a painting. So let's keep the colors off and let's choose floating. This gives you a little bit different. Now we've gotten really abstract. If you like some abstract pictures on your wall, this is a great little thing to try. Let's do the keep our colors. And see how that looks. Oh, that looks nice. Again, sort of an abstract with keeping the colors from your photo, even though these colors really aren't in that photo as much. It just gives it a little bit different look. Let's uncheck keep your colors, go back. Let's go just back to the regular photo. Let's undo this effect. Okay, now we're just back to this. Let's try some filters, because they do have some other effects up here that you can do, and you've also got some filters. So the filter we're going to use is a retro vintage. This is going to give you like a 1970s or even early 80s type of picture. Maybe you have a picture that you want it to look like, give it that more of a retro look. I really like this. I would hang this on my wall. And then there's also the soft light, which takes the retro look off of it, but it still gives this like, I can just imagine myself there at this beach, and really the colors being so subdued like this. That time of day when the sunshine takes over all of the hues and colors in the water, the beach, the sky. I can see that. We can undo this effect. There's some other things that the effects have on here. Let's go back to close this image. Let's go back to the pet because I tried something earlier. Let's see, now that we have a little bit of time, let's put the pet back up here. Let's go back to the original. Now let's go to, and not all of the artworks are listed in the one list, so it's best to just go back to the thumbnail. I don't know why they're not all listed up there. Go back to the mosaic. Let's keep your colors. Let's do that about 50%. And then let's do maximum size. You'll watch it get larger on the screen. I'm not sure I like it as much when it's larger. Let's go through these. Okay, I think I like this one better, maybe a little bit more on that. This one is called the Beauty Artifact. I think it does a really nice one. It's in large. But once you find one you like, it doesn't have to be this one, then we want to file, save the image. You can save it as a JPEG. You also have other options over here that you can save it as. The movie and the MP4s, there's an animation feature that you can do, so you want to save that, one of those as that. But we're just going to do a JPEG, and we're going to say it's pet dog, and I usually like to name it with this one was beauty, and let's do it 50%, so I can kind of remember where I was basically at with that in case I want to go back and do another one with those settings. It'll download it for you, and then you're ready to go. And that's basically it. That is Lunapic. I would suggest you just go in and play around, and it doesn't save it. You don't have to log in. It doesn't keep your information, and it just does one picture time. So it's not storing anything on the cloud for you. You just do your work and then download it, and then you're done. That's it. And then you can do with it whatever you want. So I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Lunapic, and I'll see you in the next video.